Well, hello, you. I'm so glad you're here. It is Sunday, January 11th, 2026. This is timeless no matter when you're here. But for me, it is 1/11/10. 2026 equals 10, infinite potential. It's all about this one, yes now, saying yes now to yourself, the zeroing in on your 0 point, but also that infinite potential of you, the 10 you. Last night was a powerful live stream. It was 1/10/10, no surprises there. Whatnot is the future and it has arrived. It is perfect for live streaming, connecting, sacred space, but also picking up readings or whatever in the shop. It has made life so much easier. And in the live stream, health and movement, wellness coming forward. And I always talk about meditation plus movement creates momentum. And so I'm so excited on this 11th day of the month, this 11th day of the year. The 11 is the gateway, the portal, the entrance for me. You can step through the ones, the double yes now for yourself. And so we are going to be adding movement to Vision Quest 2026. No matter when you're joining, you can say yes now at any point. It's all about guiding you into your movement, guiding you into you, with a focus centered on the health and wellness aspect. It's not about shoulding yourself. I should do, I should be. We are going to center in and focus together on movement. And each month this year, we will focus on a different area and you will be able to add month to month. So we're going to have 12 different focuses this year. No matter when you're joining us, perfect. And I would like to invite you into doing this every day. But there's always a but, right? Life is a choice. You can take a day off. You can do what's best for yourself. If you don't do it one day, it's okay. It's good to rest. So follow the flow for you. What feels best for you? And that's what this movement moment is going to be about. It's all about you, guiding you into you. So I'm creating this one video because I want to talk about hands. I want to show you a few things before we get started. I'm going to be podcasting and creating an audio for each movement moment that we will add to every month this year, right? 12 opportunities, 12 new habits. And you can easily add this movement focus to whatever it is that you're doing for Vision Quest, whatever your focused each month is. And so I want to invite you to focus in on your hands and your arms this month in January. However, we're going to engage the hips and shake and move the entire body. You're going to be invited into the essence of you, the flow of you, how you move. It's all for you. And so there are not going to be videos of me showing you how to do anything. I'm going to guide you and walk you into you. It's going to be audio, so you can turn on the speaker. You can even stand in front of a mirror if you would like, or maybe just a window and you can see yourself in the reflection. If you want to see your movements and what you're doing, not to judge yourself, no judgy, but to become aware of your alignment of your shoulders and your hips. And you can see what you're doing. And I want to invite you to take a picture of your arms. That's right, just for you, a picture of your arms, because I'm going to invite you at the end of the month, which we're already 11 days into this, to take another picture of your arms, and then maybe each month, so you can see the progress, really creating some strong hands and arms for yourself. You're going to love the very first podcast about this movement, Vision Quest Focus. And in that, I'm going to talk you through the movement and feeling that for yourself. And so as we focus on hands and arms, I'm going to invite you to pick up some weights if that sounds good to you. Of course, resistant bands, I have those as well. Those work. If you are age 40 or older, and of course, nobody's old here. We don't actually age. That's a whole other conversation. No matter where you are physically, mentally, emotionally, it has nothing to do with your age, I assure you. However, if you have different limitations, maybe weights aren't for you. And so you have to follow what's best for yourself. But those that are 40, right, and wiser and older in age, weights are highly recommended. Absolutely. Strong hands, strong arms, and you can start with 1 pound weights, 3 pound weights, 5, whatever. These are heavy. These are 7.5 pounds. These are actually scuba diving weights for the belt. I received these from my healing upper cervical chiropractors with alignment. I had a belt. It helped with my hips and my alignment. And that's why we're going to be shaking it out. And we're going to be really loosening up the hips as well as we focus in on the arms. And so there is going to be this attention and awareness on your hips, your shoulders, even your ankles, your stance, and how you're just simply standing and supporting yourself. And then we're going to focus on some simple weight exercises. Again, you can use the resistant bands, whatever you would like. I love these for myself because I can create strength in my hands by holding these in my hands. These are 7.5 pounds. They're not light. And it's creating not only arm strength, but hand strength for myself, which I absolutely love. I love digging in the dirt for crystals and mining crystals and love using all the tools. I'm also an organic gardener, a tree grower. And so I like the shovels, the heavy equipment. And so having strong hands and arms is something that I absolutely love. And we're also remote hikers. So being able to carry some backpacks and things like that and carry things is something that I love. And so I like having hand and arm strength. And we're going to be focusing on that. You do not have to use weights as well. Absolutely not. You do not have to use weights if you do not want to use weights. Not a problem at all. Now, if you are using weights, I do want to show you in this video about hands. So one of my healing doctors was really into fascia and muscle. And so fascia and fat go together, and our hands and the bottoms of our feet. In February, we're going to move on to feet and legs. And, reflexology is amazing. Ears, head, hands, feet, your wrist, essential oils on your wrist, copper, magnets around your wrist, highly beneficial as well. I'm a big fan of essential oils, and you can use those on your wrist and also your ears, your hands, your feet, reflexology. It's absolutely a thing. And so with your hands and the bottoms of your feet, you can have issues with movement and flexibility with fascia and the tightening. And so and I'm not selling you, I'm not giving medical advice. I'm not selling you anything. I wanted to share with you, this is a medical device. It's called a fascia blaster. I love the face blaster too. It's all about fascia, which is, in one of my podcasts, I talk all about fascia. I think the podcast is, You're Not Ugly, You're Just Unhealthy. And so a lot of people, I think they have a fat problem. It's actually very painful. It's fascia. And it's also lymphatic. And so your feet and your hands, it can get really tight and tense. And so I recommend that. And there's also, pressure points and reflexology points, right? You can do reflexology and pressure points for yourself. Now, I'm all about the hands. I have healing hands. Our hands are really powerful. Plus, we create with our hands. We do with our hands. I can feel the in and out energy flow in my hands. Absolutely. I think it's highly beneficial to do self massages with the hands. Absolutely. Even with your fingers or something like a fascia blaster or a roller. You can also rub your hands together and really heat them up and then do a self massage. So we're going to be talking about the feet as well. I recommend, if you're into hot baths or anything like that, a sauna, that you would rub your hands, your feet, right? You're going to want to rub out that fascia. And it's a little bit like stretching out the muscles and the fascia in your hands and your feet. And so I want to invite you into really taking care of your hands, right? Moving the hands, flexing the hands, stretching your hands, especially if you're going to be holding weights, right? And we're going to be, again, focusing in on our feet with that in February and the legs. And as we go, I'm very mindful of the lymphatic system, the whole body. And so we're going to be focusing in on our arms. We're going to be really nurturing our hands and stretching our hands. Absolutely. But as you do this, it's such a wonderful opportunity to tune into your hands. I mean, your hands are portals. You can manifest by feeling things in your hands, having the keys, having the money, having the hands in the hands. Also, when I connect, that mediumship, connect with loved ones in spirit, you can feel hands in your hands. I can feel their touch. I can feel and so as you're moving, as you're embracing how you move, and it's not about fitness, right? Getting in shape. It's just moving and strength and feeling your human body, your human experience. I want to invite you to really stretch and feel your hands. Also, engaging with your hands when you're meditating, right? When you're praying, when you're, what's going on? A lot of people are sensing through their hands. Interesting enough, in the podcast, we've been talking about personal truth, and I've been sharing about how I pull on the threads of truth for myself and weave together to see the larger picture. Sometimes there's an unraveling of the truth, right? And so maybe for you with movement, there's an unraveling where you can just get out of your head, and it's not about following my movement. It's about feeling your movement. Now, I was a professional dancer, ballet dancer, all of that, teacher, choreographer. And so I am going to be stepping you through that body alignment for yourself so that the movement that you're doing, it supports you. It's healthy for you, that there's no injuries for you. And I want to invite you to listen to your body. If there's a movement that doesn't feel good for you, don't do it. Right? And if you're not understanding what I'm saying in the audio, do some research, ask AI, do some research on what arm curls are, right? Different arm exercises even for yourself. I'm going to be posting different visuals for you. If you have any questions, let me know. I really would like to walk you through everything in an audio that you can listen to headphones or a speaker. And that way you're looking at yourself, you're feeling yourself, and it's not about me. Because when my face, right, when it's me, when it's somebody else, it does tend to be about them. Am I doing it like them? It's not about that. It's about how you do it and feeling your movement. So I'm going to be inviting you into this alignment of your spine, of your shoulders, your hips, your knees, your ankles, to where there's this alignment of you. And I'm going to be walking you through it for yourself. Now, if you have your own movements and you know for yourself, then you know for yourself. And you don't need me to walk you through it. Absolutely not. There are a lot of people out there that have workout plans. There's people that have arm exercises. Absolutely. 100%. Create something for yourself. I'm going to invite you into a 10, 15, 20, maybe even a 30-minute focus on movement of hips, shaking things out, just really feeling your body and breathing. And then a series of some hip movements and some hand movements, and then some arm exercises. And the arm exercises are simple and easy, and you're just going to do sets, short sets of these arm exercises. And you can choose for yourself how many different sets, how many times you're going to do it. And then as that becomes easy, you're going to add to it. You'll just add more, maybe another set, right? Maybe another rep, whatever that looks like for you. And then as we move forward in February, we add on to that. You can add on to that. And so what my goal is by the end of the year, you have an hour or an hour and a half of movements that you have created for yourself, a little, movement plan for yourself and what feels good for you. I'm also going to be inviting you as we go into different Qigong movements, because it's all about moving the energy through your body. And so we're going to explore into Qigong as well. And I also love a little Tai Chi, right? Oh, yes. Oh, yes. We're going to breathe and move the energy, and we're really going to embrace ourselves. That in and out flow as you breathe and move your body. So you're lighting yourself up, but you're also letting go and releasing. Now, I love a good sweat fest. Now, I'm really manifesting a sauna. I want a wood burning. I want the whole, the wet stones, the Finnish way, right? The traditional sauna. I don't even know how to say it, how they say it. Absolutely, because when you can heat the muscles, and part of this fascia blaster is also heating, so you have to do that hot. Now, listen, again, I'm not selling you anything here. If you do look into a fascia blaster, one of my doctors recommended it. It is a medical device. The inventor, Ashley Black, she talks about using baby oil. I absolutely do not recommend baby oil. Coconut oil is what I use, because you're going to want to have heated muscles and fascia. And then you're going to need an oil to move it. Now, this also digs in, and it's about fascia and muscle and things like that. The only reason why I'm bringing it forward is because really knowing what's going on with my body and fascia, it helped with healing and lymphatic for me. And your skin is also part of that, right? It's all connected. Whole body. And so I do want to address all these whole body things as we move forward with the movement. When you begin to release and purge, right, the sweat, right, sweat it out, move it out, cry it out. Yeah, there's that release to create the new space. And movement is really powerful in doing that. And the reason why I'm inviting you with the weights is there's a strength to that, right? You're moving out, you're releasing, you're tuning into your movement, how you do things, but you're also adding on the strength. And it's highly beneficial for the human body to have the weights, even low weights, right? 3-pound weights, totally fine. Absolutely. But, we do everything with our hands and our feet. So I also want to focus on that because they are attached to our arms, right? And our legs. And so if we're going to be using the weights, there is also this focus on the hands and what's happening with the hands, because we want to be healing at the same time, right? Healing at the same time. Now, are you going to have maybe a little bit of soreness with the weights? You could. So don't overdo it. Right? Don't overdo it. Listen to your body. Go at your own pace. You can always add on as it gets easier and easier. And again, you don't need weights to do simple exercises. You can also use the resistant bands if you have those. I'm a big fan of the resistant bands. But I really want to invite you into the strength. And I really want to invite you into taking that picture of your arms so you can see how much stronger, right? It's empowering, taking your power back. Being able to do that heavy lifting for yourself. And we're going to get those hips moving, because the hips is where we're storing a lot of the past and the trauma, the lack and limitation. And so we're going to be shaking and moving, but also strength at the same time. I'm really excited for you to be focusing in on yourself and being present with yourself during Vision Quest. So thank you for being here for you. It's time to take our power back, time to strengthen so that there's expansion and growth into the new.